Welcome to the information session about the retreat. Just to let you know that this is being recorded. We are also live on Instagram. Hello, everybody. If you have any questions, you can type into the chat or send me a DM on Instagram, and I will proceed as we go through the presentation. I will share my screen with you, where you are now supposed to see the beautiful scenery of the Italian retreat. All right, so the retreat will take place at the end of December until the beginning of January, and it is being done on purpose so that we can prepare for the new year and make sure that we are rested and recharged for 2024. So before we continue to the actual questions, I just wanted to highlight a few things that are going to be covered during the retreat. As you know, or maybe some of you don't know, I'm a yoga teacher, and so we will do yoga and movement every day at the retreat. So we will do twice yoga sessions at the beginning of the day, which will be approximately at 7 or 8 in the morning, depending on how the group feels. And then we will have another session either before the dinner or after the dinner. And that will be to make sure that you are rested and relaxed to go off to sleep at night. During the yoga sessions, we will also cover some breathwork exercises and meditation activities. And the most important thing is that you will spend some time actually in the nature, because the retreat center is located such that it is at a walkable distance to arrive to the seashore, where you can do the walks, and we can also cycle along the seashore and do some walks and meditations in the nearby forest. So the idea is that with all of these activities of movement and connection to the nature, you will feel rested, energized, and reconnected to nature, so that you can let go of any of the boredom and make sure that you are prepared for the next year. I also have thoroughly investigated on what is it possible to do during the retreat, and the retreat program is structured as such that every day you will have some exciting activity. The most exciting activity, to my mind, is that you will actually plant a tree. When the new year begins, we will have an activity where each of the guests plant a tree, and this is part of the idea behind the venue where we will hold the retreat, because the venue is into sustainability, and so to offset the emissions that are going to be there because of your travel, you actually will plant a tree, so that it is a contribution to the, let's say, conscious travel. Then we will also do some pottery making, where with your own hands you will construct some sort of a piece of pottery. I don't know what exactly you will come up with. Probably it will be a vase or a mug or something else. But actually, this is one of the activities of the retreat, where you will get your hands dirty. And we will also do some historical walk in the nearby city, where you will explore the peculiarities of this ancient city with the local guide. But the most important thing is that you will actually hang out with the like-minded people, because this is actually the 8th time that we are going to do the retreats. And normally people who are coming to the retreats are generally connected through the same interest, the same mindset, and it is nice to establish some deep and meaningful connections from people all over the world. And I will talk about it later, where people are actually coming from. Now, because this retreat is structured such that you will actually, at the New Year's Eve, you will be at the retreat center. Every day we will prepare for this special night from the 31st until the 1st of January, and there will be some specific ceremonies and rituals. Now, I would like to elaborate on this word for a little bit, because it's not that there will be some woo-woo activities. The retreats that we are organizing are down to earth, and so the ceremonies that we will go through, they are established in a way that facilitate for you to let go of whatever you want to let go of in the past, some experiences that do not serve you, and so that you prepare for the next year. Basically, every day, apart from yoga, breath work, and meditation, we will also have some dedicated time slots where we will do some, let's say, personal development activities. So we will make sure that we let go of the past and prepare ourselves for the future. Now, very important question is what you will eat and what you will drink. The food that will be served during the retreat is vegetarian, and your dietary requirements will be taken care of. Normally, this is quite a significant concern from people that are coming to the retreat, because some are gluten-free, some are lactose-free, and so on. We will take care of that. And also because we are in Italy, so make sure that you're prepared for the wine tasting session that will be organized after the guided tour of the historical city. Generally, we will be serving brunches and dinners so that you are thoroughly nourished throughout the day. And the cuisine that you are going to taste is specifically structured in such a way that you learn about the local food of Puglia, this part of Italy. And basically, you know, after the end of the year, the most important thing that we all need to do is to relax, to rest, so that you are restored and recharged for the next year. There will be some guided practices and meditations, but also you have some sacred time for yourself so that you can rest, and do some drawings, read a book, listen to a podcast, or just walk around the premises of the retreat. So this is about what you are going to receive and what you will experience during the retreat. Now, I received some questions from people who planned to join this session and people who actually at this session. And guess what? The most important question that I hear is, what flights do I book? So here on the screen, you can see the link address, which I normally use when I book my flights and when I check it. It's kiwi.com. And there, the cool thing about that website that you can also pick up the location and also some nearby airports. And you can also select, let's say, the time period. So if you want to travel earlier or travel back later, you can select the time period, and then the program will identify the best flights for your case. So check that website. Honestly, it's brilliant. And you can also customize, you know, whether you need a bag, whether you don't need a bag. Generally, for 6 days of the retreat, you don't need much. By the way, this is an important thing. Yoga mats, yoga blocks, and all the yoga equipment is provided because there is a dedicated space at the retreat center. Now, the closest airports to the retreat is Brindisi or Bari. And according to my research, because I have checked already some of the flights, Bari flights are generally better because they're more frequent and it's, let's say, easier to book. So I would advise for you guys, if you're planning to join the retreat, check the flights to Bari airport. Maybe stay there an extra night before or after. There are many things to do there. And a spoiler alert, there is also a miracle church that I have visited last year. So what kind of miracles happened in my life? I'm going to tell you at the retreat or maybe in a special Instagram post. Let's see. So basically, check the flights to Bari, hang out there for a day or an evening, and then you take a train from Bari to Brindisi. And we're going to organize a transfer either from Brindisi airport, maybe some people will arrive actually at the closest airport to the retreat center, or we will also do the transfers from the city center of Brindisi. As for myself, I'm flying the day earlier. I'm resting and prepare for the retreat the day before, and I'm going to spend one night in Brindisi, so I will be in the city center. Okay, so this is about the flights and how to get to the retreat center. And of course, as usual, at all of our retreats, all the transfers are part of the program, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Now, next set of questions that people are very curious about is who will be at the retreat? Tell me more about the people who are going to attend. And I can tell you that so far we have people from Europe, from Asia, from North America. So far we didn't have anybody from Australia or Africa, but let's see, maybe more people are coming. And people are, the youngest that we welcomed to the retreat was 28. And then the 67 was the oldest that we have welcomed at the retreat. And generally, the age doesn't matter. So whatever age you are welcome at the retreat. Special concern is about children. If you have a small child with you and you would like to bring them to the retreat, the childcare is not provided. So you have to take care about it yourself. Now we have welcomed single people, couples, families. There was a mother and daughter at the retreat. So all the possible, let's say, combinations are welcome. Pets is also a question. So I have received questions. Can I bring my dogs? You know, as one of the frequently, not frequently, but they seldomly ask questions about pets. Now, again, pets are not welcome at the retreat center because there is no dedicated facilities. This retreat will be a small one. It is only a group of maximum 7 people. So the rooms are set up in such a way that you can be in a twin setting, double setting, or triple setting. Now, as some of the questions are also quite popular, is can I arrive earlier or can I leave later? The retreat is specifically from the 28th of December until the 2nd of January. And if your flights are such that you arrive earlier or you leave later, then it is recommended that you book something for yourself. We can send you recommendations on what are the things to do in Puglia generally, if you want to hang out in the region. Myself, I have visited Bari last year, so I can send you a full list of things to do there. It's a very pretty and beautiful city with many of the activities and places to eat. So therefore, if you would like, if you're wondering if you can stay at the retreat center earlier or later, then the answer is no. You will have to book something yourself. The check-in will be at around 2 o'clock and the checkout will be at around 11 o'clock. And again, the transfer to the retreat center and from the retreat center is provided. Next, about the program of the retreat. All of the retreats that we are organizing are structured around the philosophy, or let's say inspired by the philosophy of the Chinese metaphysics. So each day of the retreat is dedicated to a specific element. And so there are 5 elements that are also incorporated in the yoga shape logo. And we follow this logic of the 5 elements for all the retreats that we're doing. So because the program is structured according to these 5 elements, every day yoga activity, meditation, breath work, and any other entertainments are supposed to fit the, let's say, the theme of the day. Therefore, if you are busy, you would like to skip something, or maybe you unfortunately have to work during the retreat, you will miss some fun. So it's not recommended to skip the activities because this is part of the journey that you will go through. Sometimes I receive questions, is it necessary or is it really recommended to attend all of the yoga classes? Can I sleep in? Or let's say, you know, I'm tired and I don't want to show up. Again, it is up to you. It is your holiday, so you do what you want, you do what you think is best for you. However, again, each yoga class is fitting into the program of the 5 elements, so it is recommended that you attend. By the way, the second bullet point here on my slides is about this shape methodology and the 5 elements of the methodology that I talked about. And there is a podcast coming this Friday. So I will post it on Instagram and on Facebook and share it with you. Have a listen. In this podcast, I talk more about why we're doing this and what is the rationale behind. And again, something about the foods and drinks. So before the retreat, I will send out the questionnaire where you will be able to identify any of the dietary restrictions that you have. So maybe you have some allergy or any other problems that you prefer to have gluten-free or lactose-free food. So therefore, we will take a look at the responses of the questionnaire, and according to your responses, we will structure the menu so that all of your dietary restrictions are fitting into the daily meals. As said, we will serve brunch and dinner on the full days of the retreat, and the first and the last day, you will have on top of that welcome treats and breakfast on the last day. Again, because we're in Italy and we have to go through some wine tasting experience, we are welcoming you to wine tasting after a historical guided tour of the nearby city. And we will also have a very special activity of pairing the local food with the local wine at the celebration dinner on the last day of the 2023. So this is about the general questions that we receive. If you have any other question, type into the chat and you can DM me on Instagram. I see that there are a few people joining. And here is the group of the Happy Retreat people that we welcomed last time. So as you can see, people are smiling. This was actually in September in the Azores. And it was at one of the activities where we were hiking to go to a yoga activity followed by the brunch. The Azorean retreats are coming next year. This year, because of the weather repercussions in the Azores, we are having the retreat somewhere where the weather is more predictable. Now, about the prices for the retreat. Until this Friday, we have the early bird prices with €200 off, and you can pay a deposit or you can pay in full. The deposit is €500, and if you pay in full, you also have the benefit of receiving a private yoga class with me during the retreat. Now, for my subscribers and also for people who attend this live session, either here on Zoom or on Instagram, there is an extra discount of €100 off, and you can use the promo code NEWME100 when you check out at the cart when you buy the retreat at my website. So this is what I wanted to cover today. Here are my contact details. And if you go to my website, yogashape.online/Italy, this is where you will have all of the details about the retreat.